Okay, we're going to make salmon nuggets. So we're going to take a boneless, skinless fillet and we're going to cut it up into about 1-inch pieces. And I'll hold on. Okay, we have 1-inch chunks of salmon. Now we're going to set those off to the side here a little bit, and we're going to add together our 2 cans of pineapple juice. These are the 6 fluid ounce little cans. Use 2 of these. I use them for a batch. I'm not sure, that's like for one big fillet. And I shook up the cans first, and then I'm going to pour them into, kind of shake it as I put it into a plastic bag. And then we're going to add a little bit of soy sauce to that. Probably 2 or 3 tablespoons. Going to stir that together a little bit. And then we're going to add a pound of brown sugar. And then we're going to just make sure that the brown sugar doesn't have any chunks in it. Kind of mix it all together. And then open it back up and put in our salmon pieces. And we're going to soak these in the fridge for, we're going to soak them in the fridge for a minimum of, say, 3 hours. But I have found that soaking them for a longer period of time sometimes results in a better, a little bit sweeter taste, where it absorbs more of the sugar. I say usually because I found that some salmon, I don't know if it's the hens or the jacks or different species. I know I did some pink salmon one time with the salmon nuggets, and it worked just fabulous. So I'm not sure if it's variety or if it's male female salmon. So we're going to soak this in the fridge, and then whenever you think about it, every couple hours or hour or so, you can go in there and kind of stir it around. I like to put it into a glass pan so that it, in case your bag does leak, it doesn't get all over the fridge. So, okay, we'll be back. Okay, after they have soaked for a day or a few hours, then put them into a strainer and let the liquid go away from it, and then we're going to take a towel and dry them off a little bit, just like with some kitchen towels or with some paper towels. And then we're going to batter them and fry them. So while I get ready to dry. Okay, so salmon nuggets continued. I took the salmon nuggets and dried them off with kitchen towels, and then put them into a baggie, like a gallon-sized baggie, with about a cup and a half of flour, and then tossed them until they were nicely coated. That way the batter will stick to them. So now we're going to dip them into the batter mix, Pride of the West batter mix, in the yellow box. Anyways, so now we're going to batter them, and I'll just do a few. I use the wet hand, dry hand method, and pick them up out of the one, and I can put several at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, now with my wet hand, I'm going to make sure that they are all submerged and batter soaked up onto them, and then drip them off. And I want to put them onto a wire rack so that it will drip away the excess batter. And then, then we'll let them sit for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll put them into the deep fat fryer, which is heating up to 350 degrees. So I'll just do this pan, and then I'll shut it off and shut the camera off and do the rest of them. And we should have a pretty full pan. Had a nice big salmon fillet. And boneless, skinless. Try to get all the bones out of it, but warn people as they're eating it that it is salmon, so it's a possibility of choking on something. So, okay, we'll be back. Okay, so now they've been kind of dripping off the excess for a few minutes, and I'm going to take them, and I've got my deep fat fryer heated up to 350, and I'm going to put the baskets down in the oil, and then I'm going to just one at a time drop them, hopefully not from too far of a distance, into the oil. And I kind of count out. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I want to kind of shake them a little bit, make sure that they are separated from each other so that they're not a mondo double one. And then I can go ahead and just transfer those ones over to that basket and then continue putting them in. $17 in that one. Let them cook a little bit, and let these cook until they're golden brown. Take a few minutes, I'll take a pause, come back. Okay, they've been cooking for a few minutes now, and now they're like a golden brown, so I'm going to lift the baskets and let the excess oil drip off of them. Take off a little bit, and then put them into a pan with paper towels. Soak up any other excess oil. We'll check our temperature. It's down a little bit. I'm going to let that warm up before I do the next batch, but these ones are ready to go. That's about half of them, so I should be able to do this in 2 batches. Okay, here's our second batch, and drip off some of the excess oil, and then I'm going to put them into this half steam table, and I got a rack on the bottom. And then I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper, and then kind of double stack them. Hopefully they won't get squished too much. Woo-hoo-hoo, hot potatoes. Well, you know what, that little one right there, we got to make sure our product is okay. So. A little on the hot side, but very good. So, that's salmon nuggets. Thank you, Regina. No, I don't remember your new last name. My ex-sister-in-law, anyways, up in Alaska. Everybody loves these. Try not to make them too often, but Christmas time they are wonderful. And homemade tartar sauce. I'll flash a picture of that and put that on the video also. So anyways, not too bad. Very good. Enjoy.